sharing.
Welcome back to IGN's E3 Live show. We've already taken a look at Halo Reach's single-player campaign on the show, but we hear there's a small something called multiplayer. Here with us is Lars from Bungie to show off Halo Reach's multiplayer.
Hey guys, Ryan Geddes here with Lars Bokken, multiplayer designer at Bungie. You're here to show us some Halo Reach multiplayer, specifically a little bit of Firefight, which we're happy to see is back in the game.
Yes, that's correct. It's something that was really popular with the fans on ODST, which we were happy about because we enjoyed creating it and playing it. But then with Reach, we really wanted to kind of up the ante and do a whole bunch of things we didn't have time for in ODST. The first of which was matchmaking is now in Firefight, which is super important for us. So all the sweet new features that you saw in the beta with the social preferences and the revamped networking, all that applies to Reach Firefight now as well.
Great. Can we take a quick look?
Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to load up a save film. And this is something we recorded in the office last week. This is, I believe, Brian, Eric, myself, and David Allen, a producer at Bungie. He's our multiplayer producer. So this is a 4-player game on one of our new maps, Beachhead. So you're going to see some pretty cool things going on, even in the first minute or so of this footage.
And these are two new maps that weren't in the beta even,
correct.
Right?
These are two maps people have never seen before. So what we're doing, we're starting out here on Beachhead in our standard game mode of Firefight, and 4-player co-op, obviously. The first thing that happens for the Spartans is these ordnance drop pods come down in random locations in the map. I'm actually running for one of them, and this is going to be our brand new weapon. We're calling the target locator, or the laser designator. As you grab this thing, it's really it allows you to paint parts of the environment and then call in artillery strikes. So it's kind of insane. You'll see it happen here. And the other thing I chose as my loadout, I chose Drop Shield, which is another new armor ability.
Okay, that's one that wasn't in the beta.
Correct.
Either,
this was not in the beta. As you saw, I was able to survive that onslaught from the Phantom. So now you can see the artillery streaming in and killing all those guys and getting myself a triple kill, which is great.
Now, were you getting a little bit of a healing effect from that?
I was. Good eye there. Yeah, so the other cool thing about the Drop Shield is that it not only protects you, but it will heal you and whoever else is standing inside it. So it becomes this really neat, almost a layer of strategy on top of what loadout you decide to pick, because if someone chooses the medic one, they can actually go around the map, drop the shield, and heal players. They don't have to run all the way back to the base to grab a health pack.
It's not locked to you. You can move and it stays there.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. It's very much, it's similar to the bubble shield in Halo 3, with one difference being that it takes damage and it will go away.
Okay.
So if I would have taken a couple more hits there, it would have completely gone away.
So now, from what I understand, you've got a lot more sort of customization options too.
That's
Maybe
true. That's true.
Later, we can take a look at that.
Yeah. So we can pop out of the film now. So those are just a couple of new things. There's more in there, and some people are actually playing Firefight today, I believe, over another part of the show floor. But
nice.
There's a couple new weapons in there too. We didn't see in the video there, but rest assured, you guys will obviously see them
now.
soon.
I hear rocket launchers are back too.
Yes,
right?
yes.
In a big way.
Yeah. So we'll talk about customization now. So one of the cool things about Firefight and Reach is that you can create your own game variants now. In ODST, it was really just choose your map, go. Firefight was Firefight. Now we have all sorts of things that you can do, and I'll get into in a second. But the 3 game types we're talking about right now are Firefight Generator Defense, which is our basically Firefight with objectives. So there's hard points on locations around the map that you have to defend. If you played Network Test 1 in the beta, that was the basic gist of it, but instead of just being against player-controlled elites, you're actually fighting against the entire Covenant Armada, and they're trying angrily to destroy these things.
That was one of my favorite modes from the beta. It's very cool to kind of have an objective-based mode in there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That'll be really cool for Firefight.
It's turned out really nicely. And then the last thing we're talking about today is Rocket Fight. And Rocket Fight is... I should note that all of these game types are actually created, and every game type that's going to ship in Reach Firefight was created using the in-game options. So Rocket Fight is kind of a unique new thing where Each player has the ability to choose their armor ability, but then every loadout just comes with unlimited rocket launchers and secondary magnum. And so jetpack is a common favorite for that, kind of hovering over the battlefield, raining down fire.
Of course.
But I'll go into the options and how these things actually work. So when you kind of dive in, the options are pretty insane. We allow you to go down in depth and basically say, hey, what skulls do I want on in this round? And then you can turn them on and off in this handy little interface. What do I want in my initial wave? Do I want grunts, for example? You just pop over to grunts. And
not only elites, but every type of
enemy. And there's each individual type of enemy, and then we also do a lot of mixes. So there'll be things that are like chieftains and brutes and grunts, for example, or hunters, elites, and jackals. So we have a lot of really cool variety there. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, which is kind of the most insane thing, is custom skulls. So now, with each game variant, we allow you to create your own skull. And you do that by setting Spartan player traits, which we've enhanced even from Halo 3. And then we have wave traits as well, which let you do damage resistance, damage modifiers, how often the enemies throw grenades, how good their vision is, their shootiness, which is how often they fire their weapons. So you can really go insane.
Wow, this is basically Firefight however you want it. Like whatever insane thing you want to do, you can do it.
And the cool thing is you can create these game variants, put them in your file share them with your friends, play them. If they're good enough, we'll pop them into matchmaking. So it's pretty nuts.
So speaking of that sort of insane customization, are we going to see a Forge-like ability applied to Firefight in Halo Reach?
I can't talk about anything like that because we're just talking about what we're showing right now.
Okay. Not that the skulls isn't enough.
Yeah,
but
I know. You're like, you want more. Jeez, come on.
Always. So now, I know that Halo Reach multiplayer overall has a lot of, the more you do, the more you play, you can unlock like specific armor types, and you can totally pimp out your Spartan however you want. Does that apply to Firefight as well?
It does. So I don't have the armory in this build, but rest assured what you saw in the beta is just a tiny fraction of what we're going to have in the final game. There's a lot more customization, and everything you do there applies to your Spartan character in campaign, in competitive multiplayer, and Firefight. So you're always going to be seeing your character.
Even in Firefight?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are there specific, I know there's, in the sort of traditional online multiplayer in Reach, you're going to have like daily and weekly challenges.
Yes.
At least certain, if there's a certain tier of play in which you can do that. Is that applied to Firefight as well?
Yeah, everything is. The entire investment system is applied to everything.
Wow. And are there certain things in Firefight that you can only, can you only unlock certain things in Firefight? Like if I want a specific piece of armor, I gotta play Firefight and beat a certain number of waves?
It's pretty much across the board. Doesn't matter where you earn your credits, you can spend them on your things and then use it anywhere.
Nice. So do you have a favorite Firefight type that you play?
Rocket Fight is pretty awesome. It was one of those things that someone internally said, is Rocket Fight going to be in matchmaking when we launch? And I was like, yeah, nonchalantly. He's like, because that is the only thing I'm going to play. And I was like, well, all right, mission accomplished.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by, Lars.
Of course.
Really enjoy seeing the game, and I hope to see a lot more. Really looking forward to Halo Reach. It comes out when?
September 14th.
All right, nice. Looking forward to it.
Cool.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Jess.
All right, looking good, guys. Can't wait to waste even more valuable time in front of a TV screen. As for you viewers out there, get ready for our last giveaway of the day. It's coming up real soon, so you'll want to keep it here. After all, the next game on the list is guaranteed to bring the house down with some awesome mixing. Get ready for DJ Hero 2.